All right, guys, we're going to jump in to working with Instagram and how to do all the fun things on here. So the first thing you're going to want to do, if you haven't done it yet, now I work on an Android, so I recommend if you are on an iPhone that you kind of do a little bit of research because it's going to look a little bit different. But the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that your app is up to date. So I'm going to actually go into my Play Store. For you Apple users, it's going to be your App Store, and I'm going to actually search for Instagram and look at it, and you can see if this open button here, instead of saying open, would actually say update. So if yours says update, go ahead and get that updated, because you're not going to be able to have all the fun features if you do not have it updated. Now, we have run into a couple of people that have updated theirs and they still have weirdness, so I don't know what to tell you on that. But I'm going to go, so I just tapped this bottom right circle down here to go to my Instagram page. Used to, it was super important that all of your pictures and everything were cohesive and, all had the same look. I still like to make mine all kind of look similar to each other, but it's kind of becoming less and less important that's the case. So I'm going to show you guys a few features, and there's a couple of ways that you can reach these different features, but hopefully I can walk you through all of this. So this plus sign in the upper right hand corner, if I click that, that's going to give me several different options. The thing I have noticed is if you record a story from that plus sign, it is only going to let you do one 15-second video clip. So if you want to do longer stories, which I'm very long-winded, then you're going to hit that home button and you're going to hit the plus sign at the top here. When you do that, you'll see down here at the bottom, you have the option to scroll through, and you can either post something to your feed, you can do a story, you can do a reel, which I'm not going to get a whole lot into reels, but reels are like 15-second little videos. They're like TikToks, if you're familiar with TikToks. They are very, very popular, and they will get a lot of views. So if you like to make quick, funny little videos, then definitely go for that. I've done a few, I haven't done a lot. And then this is the live feature. And you will notice all of these little things up here. These are your filters. And so you're getting a great view of my screen right now. I guess I could flip it around so that you're actually talking to me. Hi there. Okay, so these are your filters. And filters are going to look different when they're facing you versus when they're facing out. So there are some filters, like this is not one that I would use on myself typically, but I would use it facing out. Coconut is one of my favorites. And if you ever see a filter that you like on someone else's video, let me actually go back out so that I can show you. So let me go back. That's music. I'm trying to find one that I have. Okay, so see up here at the top right, whoops, where it says pure beige underneath my name. If you click that, it shows you the filter. And then you can go in, you can save it. Mine's obviously already saved. You can try it. If you click that more button, you can share it. You can browse other effects, etc. Okay, so I'm going to go back into my plus sign again. So we're here on stories. And so I love coconut. I don't know. It just kind of goes with the theme of everything that I do. I'm very shadowy right now because it's super sunny outside. And so when you want to record a story, you're actually going to hold down on that button that's highlighted. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually mute this. You see that little button up there at the top with the speaker? You can mute and unmute it. And so if you're going to be adding music, or if you're videoing a beautiful scene, but you don't necessarily want the sound, then you will mute it. And now I'm going to show you guys how you can add other fun features to it. Okay, so there's two ways to reach the extra features on Instagram. One is just to swipe up like this, and it's going to give you all kinds of things. Or you can also hit this little square up here. It's hard because I can't actually point to it, but you can hit that little square right there, and it's going to bring you the same thing. Now here's the deal. If you want your stories to be seen, you need to add these features. Not all of them, but some of them. So a good one to add is location, because what happens is people will actually search things by location. And so, you know, if you're at a popular place, then they're going to see your stuff just because it pops up in that location, right? So, I mean, I live in Voorhees, but there are times where I might tag New York, New York, because a lot of people go to New York. Or I just spent the week at Seacrest Beach on 30A. 30A is very popular, so maybe I would tag that, which obviously I'm not at 30A in this video, but I'm just showing you how that works. So you tag that. You can pinch it. So I'm using both of my thumbs and just increasing and decreasing the size of that. And you can tuck it away wherever you want. And I don't know if you noticed, but when I touched it, it changed colors. So you can touch it. I always make my stuff see-through because I don't really want it to take away from my video. So location is good. Hashtags are important in stories because they're going to create visibility. So what you do is you just type. So like I do Mama 5 a lot. I will do The Crazy Life because that is my blog, that is, or my, not my blog, but my podcast and my website and stuff are all attached to that. If I'm talking about liposomes, I might add liposomal delivery. So whatever applies to the video or whoever your target audience is, then that is who, you know, those are the hashtags you want to put out there. You know, maybe you're talking about dogs, then you're going to do hashtag dogs of Instagram or something like that. So there are lots of options that you can hashtag. But so what you do is you create the hashtags, and then you're going to hit this rainbow colored circle in the top. And when you do that, you hit the eyedropper tool, and you can actually eyedrop and make your words the same color as something else in the video. And now I've completely hidden those hashtags. No one can see them. I pinched them with my thumbs just like I did before, and I hid them down there in the bottom right in amongst my sweater and my hair because I matched the color. So you can add as many hashtags as you want to your stories. You can go in and add them to different, you know, the different sections of it, so you don't have to do it all at once. So that is something that's fun. If you want to mention someone, there's the @mention sign. So if I want to mention Amy in my stories, then I'm just going to hit Amy, and it's going to pull her up down here. It's suggesting friends of mine. So I'm going to click her, and again, I can change the color of this by tapping it. And then I can make it teeny tiny. And you can actually make that smaller. If you don't want people to actually see that you're tagging someone, you can type it the same way that we did with the hashtags and shrink it down and match it, and no one will see it except the person you tagged. They'll get an inbox message on Instagram telling them that they've been tagged in a story. And if your stories are set to public, then they'll be able to share that story to their story, which is another great way to create visibility on your Instagram. So, music. We're going to talk about music. So everybody loves to add music to their videos, and all you do, I don't know if you saw that, I'm going to do it again. So you hit that square where I told you everything is at, and then you hit this music button. And then there's all kinds of songs down here, or you can search. So you can browse styles, or you can search. So when we were at Alice Beach, we were having grilled cheese and tomato soup. So Tammy actually searched grilled. I accidentally hit the stop recording button. She searched grilled cheese and tomato soup. I'm going to move this so that I don't. Grilled cheese. So, I mean, you can see, like, there are songs about grilled cheese sandwiches. Grilled cheese, please. So let me turn the volume up on this. I don't want anything to grilled cheese, please. I don't want anything too fancy. I know I'll try. at the bottom, you can actually drag to different parts of the song. Down. The other great thing is if you, now this one does not have the option of words, but usually down here, I'm going to hit done. If you add something and you don't want it, just hold on to it and drag it down, and there's a trash can, and it's just going to drop it right in there. Okay, so if you add songs, let me find, whoops, that's adding a poll. Ask me a question. I do that a lot. You can put any question you want. You know, you can do it just to create engagement or whatever, but I'm going to take that off there for a second, but that's just another feature you can do. So if we're adding music though, and you're unsure about the words, okay, because this has happened to me before where I started to put something up and then I realized that the words to the song were not appropriate. And so I quickly deleted it. So a really great way for that is here, this one has it. So if we go over here, you can actually see the words to the song. And it's a feature, like, so if you would rather, instead of it saying, you know, whatever the name of the song is, if you would rather it show the words, then you can actually choose that as how it does it. So I could do this. And so it's going to show you the words, which can be important depending on what song you're choosing. So we've got that. I'm going to drag some of these off of here just so it's not gunked up. So if you want to add just a fun sticker or something that's not just a normal sit still sticker like you see here, you can search for, let's say, happy. So I'm going to search for happy, and you know what? I have my Wi-Fi on, and for some reason my phone, oh, there it goes. Okay, so you see all of these motion stickers, right? So you can pick whatever you want that goes with your theme of your story and add a sticker. So happy, happy, happy. So that's how you add those stickers, those fun things. Obviously, whenever Instagram is suggesting stickers, they tend to be trending. I don't use a lot of these stickers only because they tend to be political, and I don't get political on my posts. However, if you scroll down a little further, you will see that there are some that are considered popular. So like, you might want to use this one if you're doing a cute story because they're suggesting it, and if they're suggesting it, it's going to boost you in the algorithms so that you can get views. Okay, I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, if you want to type words, you just hit those letters in the top right corner right there that says AA, and you can type whatever you want. So a lot of times I will close caption my videos because I do actually have hearing impaired friends, and it enables them to be able to see what I'm saying. And I'm telling you, a lot of people scroll through stories and they just read it. They won't turn up the volume and listen to what you're saying. So highlight what you're saying by typing it out. So, you know, so if I put Happy Tuesday. So then a couple little things you can do here. First of all, you can change your font, and what font you choose will depend on how the highlight looks. So like there's that one. There's that one. So you can see it's changing how it highlights it. And if you tap it again, so I hit that one with the stars. If I tap it again, it changes to the light mode. If I tap it again, the highlight goes away. The other thing people ask a lot is how do you do the motion text? And that's right next to, so I know you can't see where I'm tapping, so I'm going to explain it. So up there by the color wheel, the A that's just to the right of the color wheel on my screen is the one that will actually highlight it. So, whoops. So let me tap the words. So if I tap that one, you can see it changed colors. That's highlighting, changing the highlight, no highlight. The one next to it is going to create motion. Happy Tuesday. And you can do it while it's highlighted as well. So I can do that. And it's not actually going to show it until I go out. But that, I don't know why it's doing that. That's weird. But yeah, that's how you create the motion. And so when you actually post your story, it will be in motion like that. So we have Happy Tuesday on there. Let's see, what else can I show you guys really quickly from this point of view before we go somewhere else? So basically, you know, just all these things. Create polls. You can create a countdown. So like you're going away to, you know, some of you guys are going away to retreats. Obviously, this is a training, so I'm I'm recording for all of you girls that are going to be going to these intensive work weeks and weekends. So you can create a countdown for it. So I'm going to be going to the Colorado retreat. So I'm going to put Colorado bound. Whoops, helps if you spell it right. And so you can tap that rainbow color up there and change the color of your countdown. Oh shoot, my husband just left and he left the house and I get notified. Okay, so here we go. So Colorado bound, and then set an end date. So that is going to be May the 10th. Where's it at? So we're going to go down here, May the 10th, and now it's set. So now you can see I have a countdown on here. And so I can post a picture of the mountains back here or whatever and say Colorado bound, and it's going to give me the countdown. Okay, so I am going to back out of this now because I want to show you a couple of other things. This little squiggly line is for drawing. You can draw all over your screen. You can erase it. So you can hit the undo button up there in the top left. Draw again. You can change the color down here at the bottom. So you can make it any color you want to. You can also use that dropper tool, which is awesome because you can change it to whatever color, you know, you choose from the picture. You can also do, like, that has a shadow to it. There's all different kinds of things. Here's hearts, which I don't really know. I think it's more of like a spray or something. Anyway, I don't use that feature a lot, but and then if you do something and you don't like it, there's that erase button. And so you can just go in and erase it. But I'm just exiting out. So there I am. All right, so let me back out of this and discard this. Okay, I'm gonna go and show you guys how you can see who has viewed your story. And because the whole importance of, you know, doing a story is so that you can interact with people who are interacting with you, right? So if you click on your story in that bottom left, it says this is a brand new story I just put up, seen by 4. So this tells me who has seen my story today. Candace is on my team already. These are a couple of friends of mine that live here locally to me. So I can scroll through and see, I'm going back into a little bit older stories, but I can go through and see who all is looking at my stories and who looks at them consistently. And I can make lists of those people and intentionally interact with them. If somebody, let me see, let me go back to my one from yesterday. Oh, it's gone. I was going to go back to my one from yesterday because I had a whole bunch of interactions with that, but these are all new. But if somebody interacts with your story, like they heart it or whatever, then you can reply to them directly from the story. So I'm going to click on Candace just in case if I accidentally send it, then she's already on my team, so it won't matter. So if I click this little airplane over here, then I can actually message her directly from my story. And it just creates more interaction within your story, which increases your algorithms. So I'm going to click the setting button up here in the top left because I want you to see you have the option to hide the story from certain people. So if for some reason you don't want someone to see your things, you can choose to hide your story from people. You can choose whether or not people can reply and react to your story. Obviously, if you're trying to create interaction on your Instagram stories, then you want to allow people to do that. You want to have your account set to public, which I actually need to go back in and show you guys all of that. I'm actually going to change this saving to gallery situation because now it saves everything to the archive inside of Instagram. And so I don't need to save all of those to my phone because it takes up a bunch of space. It also saves your live videos to your archive that you can grab those. People can reshare your story. So I have mine set to be reshared because again, that creates more interaction. And here at the bottom, I have it set to share my story to Facebook. And so I'm going to actually go into settings now and show you guys how to make sure, I'm going to move my recording thing, how to make sure that you are set, that people are able to actually see all your things. So there's a couple of things that you can do, but the bar at the top right where there's those 3 lines, if you click on that, and then go to settings at the very bottom there. You can see you have a lot of different features in here. You can change the type of account you have, and you can change your linking. So the first thing I'm going to show you is if you go under account here, then obviously you have my personal information, all that kind of stuff. I have a professional account. So under switch account type down here at the very bottom, you can switch to a professional account and go through those steps to set it up. And what that is going to do is it's going to give you insights. All right, let me go back to my account again. You can see here I have insights. So I can see overview of my audience, interactions, all of those types of things. I've not been very socially active the last few days because I have been working with my team hitting goals, which is awesome. But as you can see, my viewership went down by 18% in the last 7 days, and my account reach went down by 31%. And that's because I have not been as consistently active as I normally am. So that's something important to remember, is when you are consistently active, those numbers will keep going up. All right, let me go back up into the menu again, back into settings. So if you haven't set yourself up as a professional account, go into accounts, and you can hit that switch account type, which I'm not going to actually do it. So you can switch to a business account, switch to a personal account. I have a professional account. It's up to you. The professional account gives you the most options. Basically in here, that's probably going to ring again, just so you know. My daughter is calling me. This is what happens when you don't hit do not disturb on your phone before you start recording. Let's see. Browser settings, request verification. I'm just making sure there's nothing else that I want to show you guys in there. Okay, under Account Center here, this is where you link to your Facebook account. So you can see there's 2 little circles there on the left side. Wendy Davis, Wendy Jo Davis. It shows that I'm connected to my Facebook account and my Instagram account. And then here I can manage all of the interactions. So story and post sharing. If I click on that, share from Instagram, and it's going to share to my Facebook account. And I don't automatically share my posts because I pick and choose my posts, but my stories I have set to automatically share to both. And I mean, really the bottom line for having a social media account and for creating content is so that you can gain new contacts, new relationships, build those relationships, and be able to, grow your business. That's obviously the ultimate goal in there. Let me move this again. All right, so I'm going to go back here because I forgot to show you guys one thing. So if you're creating a story and you want to upload a picture, then you're going to click the bottom left. So I scrolled over to where it's story, right? And you can do this with reels, you can do this with posts, you can do it with anything, but I'm just going to show you in stories. So you go to story and you're going to click that bottom left, and it's going to pull up your gallery. There is a setting that gives your phone permission to access the gallery. That's going to be in your settings, but I can go in here and choose what I want to add to my story. So let's say that this has recorded all of my things. Okay, this was a coffee date with my husband the other day. So I'll stick this in here, and I can pinch it. I can, do whatever I want to with it, but you can add pictures directly to your story. And then if you want to add a filter after you've already posted, you can put a picture or a video that you've pre-recorded up here. Up here in the top bar, you see that little smiley face with the sparkles. I believe on iPhone it's just the little sparkles inside of a square maybe. I don't think there's a smiley face, but if I click that, it's going to give me some options for different filters. So, this is a 8mm camera filter. This is another funky filter. I don't know why some of the filters will show up and some will not, but you can add sparkle, you can add whatever kind of crazy filters you want to, and there's always a ton of them. So you just kind of pick and choose what you want to work with on the filters, and if you decide you don't want one, then you just click that no sign on the far left, and hit done, and it's there. And then obviously when you hit the send to, this is something else that's important to remember. If you decide, hey, I don't want this to go to Facebook, I just want it on Instagram, instead of hitting the bottom left where it's going to automatically share to both, you're going to hit that send to button, and then you're going to hit this little arrow that says and Facebook and click turn off once, and then that particular post will not share to your Facebook. It will only share to Instagram. This is really about working smarter, not harder. And you need to remember that if you do things on Instagram and share them over to Facebook, you're cutting out half the work, because you do not have to, redo the whole thing. If you do it on Facebook and then bring it over to Instagram, it does not automatically share. So do it the other way around. Learn Instagram and you will be able to do all the things at once, and you won't have to work twice as hard. So I think that is pretty much it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this recording. I'm going to go back through and double check everything. And oh, you know what? I will show you these little sidebar features. I forgot about this. So on the side to the left of my face right here, you can see all of these little features, right? So boomerang is another fun one to do. And a boomerang is just, I think the longest it is like 3 seconds or something like that. But you know how you see people doing those cute little things. So if you hit that, it gives you the boomerang feature. You can still add your filter. And then I'm going to hit record and watch what happens. So now I created a boomerang, and that will share directly to your story, to Facebook, whatever. Obviously, if you don't like something, just hit the back button for your camera, hit the discard button, and try again. And then you can hit that X button and that'll go away. This is the layout feature. So if you want to post multiple pictures into one screen, this is how you do it. And you can change your layout. So let's say that I want to do 4 for whatever reason. So we're going to do this. So then I'm going to take a picture. So I can't do that because I have to do this. So there you go. So obviously it doesn't have to be that, but you can take 4 pictures of whatever and put them together, and you've created a layout. So there's that. And then again, X out. And this is multi-capture. So kind of similar, where you can capture a picture here and it's going to save it. Capture another picture here. And you can do as many as you want to. And then, except for I think I may have just deleted something. I don't know what happened. Okay, and then let me see if I did. Oh, nope. Don't want to delete and exit. So, okay, I took off the filter. So then I hit next, and I have multiple screens. So again, lots of fun things you can play with. I don't use all of these a lot. And hang on just a second. Let me go back down because that is not what I wanted to do. This is a level, like if you're really a perfectionist and you want everything to be perfect, you can use that. And let me hit this down arrow. Whoops. What did I do? I just did something freaky. Hang on. Panic mode. Okay, there we go, we're back. So if I hit that little down arrow, that gives you a couple more options. Hands-free is a great one. So a lot of times, like if I'm making my happy juice, I will put my phone up on, I have a little tripod that I hook it to. And then I can just, again, you can choose a filter. As long as that is highlighted right there, then it's gonna be hands-free. So as long as that is there, it's gonna be hands-free. And then I'm gonna hit that center button. And then you hit stop when you're done and it's recorded. There's one other thing. Let me go back in here. Let me close that out. The photo booth is again, the same thing. Super zoom, I like never use. I don't even honestly know a lot on something. So see, I didn't even use that feature, but I guess if you want to use that, you can. The other fun one is, let me turn this back around, is photo booth, and it's very similar. Oh gosh, my phone just keeps locking up on y'all, on me, whatever. All right, let me back out again. It's like, you've done too much. Photo booth. So again, same sort of deal. It's kind of like a paparazzi type thing. So here we go. Oh wait, I did that last time too. All right, so it took a bunch of pictures. So it's a photo shoot. So that's what that is. Let's get that out of there. And if you forget to add a filter, but you like something, if you swipe right, these are different filters that are just automatic with the Instagram. They're not super fun, but they will work. So yeah, so there's that. I'll get rid of that. So that's photo booth. Okay, one other thing I want to show you is, and I'm going to just record this really fast. So I'm gonna do, I just recorded that story, so I'm on the first one. Whoops. And if you want to trash a section, just touch it and then you can hit that trash can, just so you know, like if you like part of it but not all of it. All right, so now I want to add a pop-up video or pop-up picture. So down here, this far right, that plus sign, if I click that, then I can, okay, let's say I was talking about Michelle, because Michelle just went gold on my team. So actually, that's not the one I want because it's too big. I want the original. So I'm going to click that and I'm going to click this. Okay. So congratulations on achieving gold. So let's say I'm doing a video about Michelle achieving gold, which, yay, Michelle. So I can actually create a picture inside of a picture that I'm talking about. If you tap it or hold it down, and then you can move it wherever you want to. The other cool thing about this feature is, and I did this whenever we were in at the beach. So you can upload a solid background if you want to, but I'm just going to do this and show you guys how it works. So I've created a backdrop, right? I can change the color with those filters. So let's say I want to do black and white. So I'm going to go all the way over here to Tokyo, black and white. So now I can do that whole picture in picture thing like we were just talking about. And let's say I want to do a montage layout of our trip to the beach. So I can do this and put it here. And then I can go in and add another one. Let's see, this was vision board worthy. And you can just go in and add as many pictures as you want. Just keep going right back in there. That's my future son-in-law. He got injured. Let me add this. So as you can see, like you can go in and do whatever. And if you tap these pictures, well, used to, they changed shapes, but they don't anymore. So there's, never mind. But with these, like, so say this is on top and I don't want it to be on top. If I just tap this, it'll come to the top, and tap this and it'll come to the top. So you can fill that whole thing up however you want to, and then just send it and it will be part of your story. So that is a really, really cool feature. And this is one other feature I will show you. I do not use this feature very often because I think it's kind of weird. But you can actually take a picture and put it inside of a picture by actually snapping a picture. So I don't know why I would want a picture of my face, but I'm going to hold my camera way back. So I touched the little white circle and now there I am. floating head. But I mean, you could do this with like the camera reversed and take pictures of things and add them into another picture. So, you know, I don't even know. Maybe you make something funny with that. Maybe you don't use it at all. But those are, again, all within here. And, you know, these are all interactive things. You can put the time. So there is just so much you can do. Let me exit out before I send that monstrosity off to social media world. So I hope this helps you guys. I'm going to go back in and do a little bit of double checking, a little bit of editing, and make sure this is all put together right for you. And yeah, so let me know if you have questions or something after watching this, and I can always create a second video that answers more of your questions. So hopefully that helps. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I will talk to you soon.